What is going on, everyone? My name is Jason, and this is what's on my iPhone, iOS 14 version. Okay, so iOS 14 is officially out and taking iPhones by storm. Seriously, it's been a while since an iOS update has caused such a stir at this scale, and I guess it makes sense because the new additions are pretty great. Now, if you missed my video going over the top 5 features of iOS 14, be sure to check that one out. I'll leave a link to it in the description. But today I want to follow up on that review and make a quick video going over what's on my iPhone, as a lot has changed in a relative short amount of time. Now, before we get into the review, if you're into checking out the latest consumer tech products before you buy them, or if you're just a tech head like me, I make a video like this every single week, so make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe so you can be the first to know when a new JSL review is out and you don't miss anything. And quick question for you guys, if you've made the jump to iOS 14, what's your new favorite feature? Curious to get your thoughts. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. Okay, rather than going through the individual apps that are on my phone that I use often, I'm gonna focus on how everything is organized, given that we haven't had this level of customization on the iPhone maybe ever. So with that, let's start with the main homepage, and you can see that I've got quite a different look than before. So first of all, I've leaned out the number of actual apps I have on this page to 8, which honestly was really difficult to do, and I've intentionally placed the top 4 that I use the most, Google Maps, the camera app, messages, and the Photos album, to be placed on the bottom right corner of the phone, making them the easiest to access. The 4 in the top left corner are ones that I use often, but not ones that I need immediate access to all the time. Now, flanked diagonally across the screen are an assortment of widgets, which in many ways all serve some core functions. The top right has a really cool date widget. It displays the day of the week and the month, superimposed over the time, and as an added bonus, it also gives you battery percentage, which is actually super useful. The widget is from the app Color Widgets. It's totally free and simple to use. I like that you can customize to a bunch of different colors and fonts. It gives you the potential to add a lot of personality to your phone. Okay, on the bottom left corner, I have the standard Apple widget for the weather. I actually like the way it looks. It's clean and simple, and it's nice being able to know what the weather is right away when I have my phone unlocked. And in the center, I have a widget for my Siri shortcuts. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what shortcuts are, it's to me the most powerful, albeit the most complex feature you can now add to your phone. To oversimplify, it's a way to put some of your most often used iPhone actions on something like a speed dial. I recommend you check out my other video if you'd like to get a better sense of how Siri shortcuts work and how to set them up, but iOS 14 has a widget that can display shortcuts that you put together, and seriously, it's a game changer. This to me is the key to ultimate customization on the iPhone, because the widget essentially allows you to have a set of customized buttons on your home screen, and the possibilities are near endless. Now for me on this page, following the theme that this home screen being dedicated to core functions, the shortcuts I have here are super boring. There's one to call my wife, one to text my wife, one to FaceTime my mom. It's the only way that she can stay connected with her grandson right now, and one of the most useful shortcuts, one that will immediately fire up Google Maps and take me home. It's pretty great and way faster than opening up the Google Maps app and punching in my home address. So pretty basic, but again, I want this page to be focused on more practical applications and actions. Now the other page I have is focused more on my social applications, and you can see that I'm going pretty ham with the shortcuts here. Before I get into that, you can see that the 8 apps that I have at the bottom are the most commonly used social media apps or tools. I honestly spend most of my time on YouTube and Twitter and reading news on Flipboard, so I like having those as close to my thumb as possible. Now back to the shortcuts that take up half of the display. I got a lot of questions from folks asking how I was able to get 2 different sets of shortcuts on the same widget, and it's actually really easy. The Shortcuts app lets you create custom folders to organize your shortcuts. I have the ones on my main homepage in a folder I labeled Productivity, and the other shortcuts in a folder called Social. Now when you add the widget to your homepage, it'll default by putting all your shortcuts on there, but it'll be limited to the size that you want the widget to be. In order to display the ones in a particular folder, just long press on the widget itself, and you'll get a window that pops up with 3 options. You want to click on Edit Widget, and when you do, you can select which folder you want the widget to pull from. And voila, you have different shortcuts on each shortcut widget. So I'll quickly go through all the shortcuts that I have on this page. First, I have the Shazam shortcut. This is great for when I hear a song when I'm out somewhere and I want to ID it. Fires up right away and even gives me options to either play the song in Apple Music or save it to my clipboard or music library. The next is a shortcut to make a PDF. I find this particularly useful because I use my phone as a scanner all the time, and I like being able to change the photos to a PDF quickly. The shortcut automatically goes to my photo library where I took the photo, and within seconds the phone converts it to a PDF and saves it to my Files app, where I have a dedicated folder for all my PDF conversions. The next 2 are shortcuts I made specifically for Twitter and Instagram. Clicking on them will open up my Photos album, and when I select a photo, it'll automatically open up a window to either put together an Instagram post or a tweet with the picture selected. Super useful if you post often, and a big time saver. I also have two similar shortcuts, one that allows me to quickly send a photo via text message, and another that lets me quickly airdrop photos to another Apple device. This one is critical for me as I transfer a ton of pictures and videos from my phone to my computer for a lot of the videos I put together, so it's quite convenient. And the last two here are pretty awesome third-party shortcuts. The first one is to calculate how much you should tip. It'll prompt you to type in how much the total bill is. Then it'll ask you how much you'd like to tip from a percentage standpoint. Once you make a selection, it'll let you know how much to tip and what your total on the bill would be with the corresponding tip included. Again, pretty simple, but super convenient. Way better than trying to get your calculator app open and manually do the calculations. And the last shortcut that I have here is really cool. I'm one of those people that shop on Amazon for virtually everything, and anytime I'm shopping somewhere else, I find that I'm always on my phone checking to see if the products I'm wanting to buy are available on Amazon and if they're cheaper. Well, if that's you too, then man, do I have the shortcut for you. So as soon as you fire up this shortcut, you'll see that it opens up the camera. And what you do is you take whatever item you're looking to purchase and scan the barcode on the box, and once it recognizes it, it automatically fires up the Amazon app and searches for it. If it's something Amazon has in their catalog, it'll populate it immediately with the price, and man, it works crazy fast. This shortcut is a game changer if you're a value shopper like I am, and it's a super useful tool to have on your home screen. And believe it or not, that's it outside of the app drawer. I'm trying to keep my iPhone as simple and as minimal as possible, and I know it's not like an insane makeover like you're seeing a lot of folks doing right now, but at the end of the day, I don't want to overcomplicate because I do regularly change up the look and feel of my phone, so I can keep things fresh. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you did, it really helps me out. If you guys have any questions on any of the apps or widgets I went over, leave them down in the comments, and I'll be sure to get to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.